Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hold on, I gotta get the selfie stick on here. Come on. Stick on, there we go. I wanna be careful, do not want to drop this phone again. It's already got a big crack on it. Yeah, anyway, I'm definitely not filming in 1080p again. I filmed 20 minutes of footage, it all got friggin' corrupted. Yeah, anyway, now I kind of gotta friggin' remember, and I gotta remake the video I made earlier. It was in friggin', I tried to film in 1080p, big mistake. I can go on long rants, and when it becomes too long, it just won't upload in 1080p. Now I get why a lot of creators don't friggin' upload in 1080. Unless it's with a proper camera and stuff, and then it's different. But anyway, back to the thing. I'm gonna talk about one of the most corrupt buildings there that are in friggin' Bathurst, the most corrupt apartment buildings anyway to live in. It's I can't remember exactly where it was, the street. I don't remember the street names. They're all a bunch of French names, and I don't speak French. So it's not like I'm gonna friggin', remember every street. I can remember a lot of streets in Moncton. I can remember Lafergie Street, everything. Mountain Road. I remember all Moncton streets, but it's here. Here's the one place that I don't remember the street names. I remember a lot of the street names in Moncton. And it's crazy, I've been living here friggin' quite a while too. Yeah, well, back to the topic anyway. I don't want to friggin', I want to have my own space to talk here. Anyway, the apartment building, if you look, there's a building called the Westmount, so it's right across from there is the most corrupt building ever. You pay $600 a month for a 2-bedroom, and the landlord doesn't ever fix your friggin' drains properly. So, it's basically, it's super hard you gotta call the landlord pretty much every time to friggin' fix the shower drain so he can take a shower, and he just plunges it. He doesn't, and I even know how the proper tools and everything that you need. It's called a claw. That's what it's called. It's a tool that goes inside the drains, and it just it's like a scraper or something, and it grinds it all up, the stuff in the drains, so it goes down. He is so cheap. He tried to lie and say, "Oh, that tool doesn't fit in those drains. They fit in every drain, dumbass." You're such, you really think that's gonna work? Really? You really think that's gonna work? We rented a house before. I know what tools are what. I'm not stupid. No, I know what tools are what. And he's trying to lie and say that it won't work on his drains when it works on every single drain. Yeah. Do you notice the audio quality? Is it better with this thing? I don't know. But it works apparently better when I'm talking to people on Facebook, but it seems like it's Facebook that's got a huge problem with video chats and stuff. Oh my god. I'll have 100% connection and it'll still say poor connection. And freeze most of the time when I'm doing a video chat. At least I finally came across this thing. It's headphones with a mic on it. I got an actual mic, but you gotta buy another piece just to use that mic on the phone. It's a pain in the ass. Like, even my aunt didn't know that when she bought it. She didn't know that you have to buy another piece to it just to friggin' be able to use the mic on their phone. Otherwise, you gotta use it on a computer. But, like, it's bad. This landlord... Anyway, I keep going off topic here. The point is, this landlord is so bad, like, if you, just by leaving him alone in your place for a couple seconds, and he's the landlord with the keys to your place, too, you'll find a bunch of stuff stolen and everything. I even seen him going into people's places and stealing stuff when they weren't home. Because he's got the key, because he's the landlord. It's crazy. And they charge $600 a month for that? God, it seems like it's an awful lot worse to live in one of those buildings than one of these low rental housing. Because at least in the low rental housing, you don't have the landlord breaking into your place. Well, not breaking in, just unlocking it with the key. It's insane. Like, so many people are getting robbed by that landlord. It's unbelievable. And apparently he's the same guy who does repairs for the building in the Westmount. So, I heard a lot of people telling me who lived in the Westmount that every time that guy came and worked on their place, stuff went missing in their place. He's a big time thief. Big time. It's crazy. But he's trying to make it seem like a freaking upper class building, but he seems to have no problem with drug dealers moving in. It's crazy. He has more of a problem with us than friggin' people who are drug dealing, had guns in their place and everything, and they still he starts saying that we're on one more strike and then we get kicked out. But them, they're allowed to do whatever they want, basically. They were never even kicked out either. Well, they were. But guess what? The friggin' landlord even... Like, they owe $2,000 in rent. Like, God, if that was us, if we just missed 1 month's rent, he would have kicked us out. And he doesn't kick them out until they reach $2,000? That's insane. But us, he would kick out immediately if we missed 1 month. And they had missed at least 4 or 5 months rent. It's insane. Honestly, don't know how they do that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to go around there. Yeah, unless... Only time I go up to talk to anybody from the shelter is that worker, Jeremy. One guy friggin' treated me alright in the place. But there was more people than that who treated me alright, but he's the one person who brought me joy and made me laugh, you know? Every other one was just a dead serious person, and that's alright. Some people are like that, you know? But I like Jeremy the most because he brightened up my day big time. Like, your day does not get bright at all when you're staying at a place like that. Thank God I'm out of there now. It was a long while ago I was there. But still, I can still remember it because it was so horrible. Like, they treat you like a prisoner. Man, it's ridiculous. I thought that was supposed to be a shelter that helped people. I guess not. They're literally just scamming and profiting off of them. And it's funny, they like a bunch of people around here like to scream, call people bums who are staying at the shelter. They're not bums. God, they're paying $250 a month for rent. Like, that's like almost, it's at least, it would only cost $230 a month if you lived in one of these big places. A whole house for $230 a month, but you pay $250 a month to stay in that shelter with 8 people. Sharing a room with 8 people for $250 a month. That's a scam. As far as I know, I never even heard of shelters charging money. I wouldn't doubt if what they're doing is probably illegal. It probably is, more than likely. Because as far as I know, every other town I've been in, shelters do not charge money to stay there. And if they do, wouldn't be that much. To that point. That's just a scam, really. Big time. Yeah. Looks like the owner there, one of the biggest corrupt ones of them all, literally feeds 1 can of spaghetti to 8 people. Yeah. 1 can of spaghetti for 8 people. That's bad, huh? They can't even go out of their way to give someone a $1 meal. They gotta share that $1 meal with the whole 8 people that are there. Imagine how much that is? Like a little tiny handful. That's what you get for supper. Not when Jeremy was working. He would actually feed the food donated. But most of them, they steal all the food that's donated. Like, I've seen it happen and everything for sure. Like, it's terrible. It's very terrible. Hopefully there'll eventually be a change to that place. They gotta get rid of the owners. That's what I think they need to do. They gotta get rid of all the head people and replace them. And that's what they gotta do. But for some reason, Sarah and all the corrupt people are still friggin' running that place. Like, I don't even think it's like a lot of staff are being corrupt and stuff, but it's literally the owners of the place teaching them to do that. Like, that's a big reason why I heard Jeremy talking about finding another job, because he doesn't want to friggin' he started working there to help people, not to scam people. You know? And God, that's pretty bad. Like, he's actually looking for another job because it's friggin' hurt. Like, they don't feel right. Just want a bit so I can get out of this moment. Why are people blowing leaves? There's not even leaves to blow either. God, it's not fall. It's no leaves. Why only a leaf blower? God. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to film in 1080 again. Unless I want to lose all my damn footage. Yeah, I wish I remembered the address to that place, but I can't. And I can't remember the street. I knew it off by heart one time, but it's been so long since I lived there. So I can't really remember. I'd have to literally take a walk up there just to find out. I know where it is, but I don't know the street name and all that. But you can still take a cab there. You just say West Mountain Building, and they know what you're talking about. Like, if you say any cab driver, you don't even need to give them the street name. You just say West Mountain Building, they know where it is. It's not too bad of a place, the West Mountain Building. It's definitely a lot better than what the other building across is doing. Oh yeah, put in some new floorings and painted the wall. Now that gives me the right to charge $400 more on the rent. Ridiculous. It's still in a ghetto. You cannot charge the amount of an expensive apartment if it's still in the ghetto. That's not how property values work. And that's just not how they work. Yes, you can increase the rent a little bit, but not for that. Painting the walls and flooring and stuff. They did not fix the drainage problems, nothing. They didn't fix any of that. Like and he poured some, what he would do all the time is pour some freaking toxic fume smelling thing down the drain that literally would hurt your lungs if you were anywhere around it. And the worst part is, it went through the whole entire, like, the drain's so bad, like, those fumes, once you pour it down the drain, it'll leak all into the laundry room. So people who are in there will start freaking not being able to breathe and shit. Yeah, that's a very, very luxury apartment when they can't even freaking fix a goddamn drain right. Bullcrap. Like, come on. People pay $230 a month for one of these places, and they don't even get that shitty freaking repairs done. They actually hire professionals to freaking actually do repairs in your place. Like, it's pretty bad. That just shows, like, it's worse. For some reason, usually you'd think, oh, those low-income housing places are gonna be way worse than the expensive places, but no, it's the exact opposite in Bathurst, which is the first time I saw that in any city. Moncton, all those places, it's the ghetto that's the worst, and you get a better place and it's a better area, but that's not how it works in Bathurst. In fact, the more expensive the apartment, a lot of them are just friggin', like, there's probably some good places, I wouldn't doubt. There probably is good places around here. But, as far as I know, like, that seemed pretty frigged up. I gotta sit down in the shade for a little bit. Oh, sun's starting to wipe me out a bit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, when you got worse mechanical care done, whatever you call it, to your place, worse than housing, and it's supposed to be a luxury place, you got a freaking problem there. You definitely got a problem there. Like, the freaking, it was horrible. Like, you would always have that happen. The shower drains clogging non-stop. He's there, like, you would do pour those chemicals. It'd only last for a couple of weeks. And then the drain would clog again, and you'd do the same thing. Instead of actually getting the right tools to fix it properly so it doesn't freaking happen again. But no. He's such a slumlord, he will not spend a dime on any repairs in that place. And on top of that, when he is repairing your place, if you're not watching him 24/7, he'll steal shit out of your place. He's done it to my mom and stuff already, but he's done it to pretty much every single tenant who lived in that building had stuff stolen from their place when they let him work on it. It's crazy. Like, not even housing is like that. They usually hire some professional to do that, who works with the MB housing and stuff. It's professionals there. They actually hire a real plumber to fix your friggin' drains and stuff. There, it's just some landlord who doesn't know crap about plumbing trying to fix your plumbing. You never hire someone once. I remember one person who was staying there literally hired a plumber themselves because they knew damn well he wouldn't fix it. That's pretty bad. When you're renting an apartment and you gotta hire a plumber yourself to get that fixed, you got a freaking problem there. Like, it's ridiculous. How can that be classified How can he? Well, it's not even classified as a luxury place. It's still known as the ghetto. But for some reason, he thinks by making it look a little nice and sweeping all the problems under a rug is going to make that a luxury place. No, you're not fixing any of the problems. You're just painting the walls and stuff and making it look nice. But in reality, there's still a crap load of problems under that niceness. It may look like a nice place, but it's got huge problems with the drain, everything. Like, huge drainage problems. I guarantee he'll friggin' have that building condemned before he even spends a single dime on a repair in there. That's for sure. Like, he's the worst landlord I've seen imaginable. Like, the one in the Westmount's pretty bad. Like, yeah, he kicked me out for basically running up the stairs once. I ran up the stairs once, and he banned me permanently from the building because of that. But people have literally destroyed washers and everything, vandalized their property, and they're still allowed in that building. But I run up the stairs once and I'm kicked out forever. And that makes a lot of sense. So the landlord there is pretty screwed up too. But he's not to the point of the other guy. The other guy actually robs your friggin' apartment and everything. He'll go into your place when you're not there and rob it. And you know damn well it's the landlord because he's the only one with the damn key. The door's not kicked in, there's no window broken, so obviously whoever did it was the one with the key. Only one person with the key, the landlord. I'm surprised no one have actually charged him for it. Well, probably because they're staying in there and they probably say, oh, I kick you out because you're charging or something. But you can call the rentals board too. And that's another option with that. Like, if you call the rentals board, they'll make him do it, or they'll shut down his building. Thank frig, they got some laws for friggin' tenants around here and running apartment buildings. Because I heard some big cities don't even have any rules whatsoever. The landlord can do whatever he wants. It's probably like that in Toronto, because Toronto's like the New York of Canada. And apparently what I heard, my dad lived there before, and he told me that like there was a lot of crazy ghetto places that like literally it's an apartment building. It's like the ones you see, the ghetto buildings in New York on GTA 4 with all the graffiti on the outside hallway. That's what it's basically like in Toronto. It's very, like, it's crazy. You literally have to be rich if you don't want to live in that kind of place. It's horrible. It's a lot worse than the ghetto in any other area. Toronto has the worst ghetto, for sure. Like, it literally costs $2,000 a month just for, like, a friggin' bachelor apartment in downtown Toronto, in the good part of the area. If you don't want to live in a crap hole like they have in the ghetto in Toronto, you have to spend $2,000 a month on a place. It's pretty expensive. But also the wages are higher too. Like friggin' roofing people make even more money than that. But still, like, not everyone can afford that unless they get a decent job, you know. There's lots of work in Toronto, though. That's the thing. I guarantee anybody who's friggin' can't find a job in Toronto is obviously lazy, for sure. Here, yeah, I'd understand. My back freaking hurts really bad. Yeah. It's pretty weird. I'm supposed to be going to Halifax so soon. That's some good news. This Friday coming up, I'm gonna be taking a trip to Halifax, be able to do some vlogs in Halifax again, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. I definitely hope one day they'll actually consider letting me live there. I'd be so much happier in Halifax. That's for sure. Actually be able to find a job and be able to make a decent living, you know? Like, why do you think I'm still filming with this crappy phone and stuff? If I had a job in Halifax, I'd friggin' have enough money to buy the whole setup and everything for it. But they got no work here whatsoever. Unless you got a family member top up in one of those stores, that's literally the only way of getting a job here. And one guy I know did have that. And you know what? He threw it right out the window, too. He had his mom, who was a head person at Superstore. He friggin' got him a job on the spot. And guess what? He just sits around and doesn't work and expects to get paid for not working. And then he'll tell everyone, they fired me for no reason. Even though the reason was he was not working. You gotta work for money, obviously. Like, the guy didn't even put any work into a couple of videos I did with him. That's it, because I saw the amount of work he put in, and I didn't really want to put him in any videos after that. Like, he literally didn't say anything the whole time. I was the only person friggin' doing any kind of work. He literally, like, even my buddy Sebastian friggin' puts way more work than that into a video. At least he'll talk and stuff. Like, Eric, no. You can't even friggin', it's bad. Like, and it's funny, he's like, I remember he said, he's on welfare in Moncton and made up all these stupid reasons and stuff for it, which there is no reason. If you live in Moncton, you got no reason. Unless you have a criminal record, that's the only reason. If you got a criminal record, yeah, it's pretty much impossible to get a job even at a fast food place when you got a criminal record. But Eric has no criminal record. I think he probably does now. I have no idea. I don't friggin' talk to him anymore after he tried to screw my channel and stuff. But you friggin' that's like it just shows if someone that has a job in Moncton, that's bad. Unless you got a record, that's the only reason. Other than you just don't want to work and you're lazy or something. Which is the case with a lot of people in Bathurst too, but there actually is no jobs available and it just turns people lazy. It's true. There's no jobs whatsoever available here. It's crazy. I got no record. I should have no problem getting a job. I got no freaking record whatsoever. But I apply at these places that say friggin' now hiring and all that. But it's probably because I'm not bilingual. That's a big reason. If I was bilingual, I'm pretty sure the other guy he's bilingual. That's probably why he got hired on the spot. But in Moncton, they don't care about that. And all they care is you friggin' work and you work hard. Do your best at your job. That's all they care about. But here you gotta speak French at every single freaking place. I don't get that. Even at a freaking fast food restaurant. Why do you need to know French to cook a burger? That makes no freaking sense whatsoever. If you're applying for a cashier job, yeah, you do need to know French. But working in the back in the kitchen cooking burgers, you shouldn't have a requirement to know French to do that. That's frigged up. I don't know why they require French in the jobs that have nothing to do with speaking whatsoever. It's just cooking burgers. Like, it's ridiculous. Why do they require French for that? I don't get it. They don't require it in no other place I've seen in New Brunswick. They require French for jobs like that. They only require French for the jobs that actually require speaking. Like, it's ridiculous. That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, God, I apply it every place here. That place, Pizza Pro, applied there. Burger King, friggin' even Walmart, when they had that job fair and said they were hiring or whatever, which obviously was complete BS, because I still got the phone number from the call. They never freaking called. It pisses me off. These people who work hard like me freaking can't get a job at all, but that guy gets handed jobs on the spot and just throws it away. Yeah. Oh God, how long I've been rambling. Now, oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video. Jeez, sorry guys, I didn't mean to ramble for 30 minutes. Oh my God. I just realized that now. I check how long I've been filming. Jeez, I didn't even know I've been filming for 30 minutes. Anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, and thank you guys so much for all the support. Subscribe. Till next, follow me on Twitter at DangeloJohn1. Till next time, peace out. Come on. It's freaking damn phone. Yeah, see what I mean? It doesn't end. I'm pressing it over and over and over and over. What's going on? Ah! Why? Thank you for freaking me. Oh great, I'm gonna lose footage. This is awesome. This is so awesome. It's not working whatsoever. It's not stopping. I'm gonna freaking smash it.